What is up, you guys? It's me again, and I'm back again with another video. Y'all see it. Cleveland Indians versus Guardians versus the Kansas City Royals. Opening day for the Kansas City Royals. Let's see what my boy Jose Ramirez did. Let's get into this, man.
From Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri,
it is
Game 1, the season opener
of the
2025 campaign as the Cleveland Guardians and the Kansas City Royals.
Big ass flag, bro. God damn.
Set to do battle on a glorious spring afternoon in the Show Me State.
Cole Reagan's about to face Stephen Kwan, and for Cole, he's beginning just his fourth big league season.
Okay, so we got Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Carlos Santana is no longer with the Kansas City Royals. We got Jose Ramirez. We got I think his last name is it's Yokensi Noel. Who else? Let's just
second time he's been on the Royals opening day roster.
Stephen Kwan leads it off. Kwan, a little dribbler, headed down the third base line. It'll stay fair down the grass. Now rolls towards the chalk, stays inside the foul line, and Stephen Kwan on the second pitch of the season has an 80-foot single. A little nubber off the end of the bat that trickled down the grass of the third base line, but then stayed fair inside that chalk line. Posey will be in that two-hole.
Let's go.
Batting right-handed.
The 0-2 pitch again, hit hard, one hop, knocked down by Indy with his chest, recovers, throw to first, still got him out at first. That was not a play of skill by India. That was a play of courage.
Stephen Kwan gets to second base. One down for Lane Thomas. Right-handed hitter. He'll be the Guardians center fielder here in 2025 after coming from Washington. And it's swung on, lifted in the air, shallow center. Massey out, Witt out, and it drops a bloop single. Isbell with a diving attempt from center, couldn't get there. Holding up and then advancing to third was Stephen Kwan. And a bloop single in no man's land in shallow center by Lane Thomas. So the Guardians have two base hits, even though the hardest ball hit this inning was the out off the bat of Jose Ramirez. And the Guardians have runners now at the corners. One down in this scoreless first inning. And Carlos Santana, who played here in Kansas.
Welcome back home. I totally forgot about him being on the Cleveland Guardians. Carlos Santana, welcome back home. Let's hope you come back with a
Kansas City now back in Cleveland. Switch hitter at first, batting right-handed.
Fastball, high popper, short right field. Over comes Massey toward the foul line to make the catch, and that's not deep enough to score the run. So another well-placed pitch by Cole Reagan's, and that gains for him the second out of the inning, and that is a huge out. So now runners first and third.
No score.
Still got life. One more out to give out.
Getting the start today against the left-hander. He takes up and away, and left on left. Cole Reagan's walks Manzardo. That'll load up the bases. And here's Yokensi Noel.
Fastball struck him out swinging. Big pitch because you do not want to go 3-2. So Reagan's first strikeout of the season is huge.
Ben Lively, 6'4", 235, 33 years of age. Fastball, sinker, curve, slider, change.
And it's Jonathan India, right-handed hitting infielder, leading.
I loved it when this guy was hitting in front of Ellie De La Cruz, man. We're going to miss him in Cincinnati.
India with Cincinnati last year, 132 hits, batting average 248.
And it's swung on, hit high, deep to left. Kwan drifting, back near the wall, makes the catch in the track. And that is out number one.
Bobby Witt hitting 332 last year and 32 home runs in the books.
Touch high, but called a strike. I think Bobby Witt.
The big question for me is, can he do it again?
Wanted to tap the top of his helmet, but there is no ABS challenge once we're in the regular season. And Lively gets two quick outs.
Last year, Pasquantino, 19 home runs, 97 runs batted in.
Swung on, line drive to left. Back goes Kwan, reaches up, snags it, and Ben Lively, who was supposed to pitch yesterday, and with Tanner Bybee's stomach virus, Ben Lively gets his first ever opening day start and gets the Royals in a hurry.
So unlike the first, when they left the bases loaded, Cleveland goes down 1-2-3. End of an inning and a half. Kauffman Stadium, opening day, no score. Massey, a .259 hitter last year. Massey conks one off the end of the bat, a little bloop out into left field. It's going to drop for a hit. The Royals have their first hit. Hunter Renfroe, you might remember, got off to a tough start last year. He wants to change that.
Swung and lifted high in the air to
he's going to catch
left. Kwan back toward the line, near the wall, makes the catch. 2 down, Massey back to first. No score in the second.
Melendez with a new batting stance, a new technique, new approach.
And a check swing. Did he go around? Yes, on the appeal at third. Struck it out. Ben Lively gets Melendez, gets his second strikeout. And Kyle Isbell has the second Royals hit of the season. He's at second with a 1-out double. No score in the third. Here's Jonathan India.
That's what you like.
Right near home plate. Bo Naylor in foul ground, knocked to the turf by Carlos Santana, and Santana looks like he's hurt.
He just bumped. I just maybe caught the shoulder of Naylor, but it was Naylor's ball all the way. He was underneath it once. India got out of his way, and Carlos just wanted to make sure, but Bo had it covered. It looked like pretty easily. Maybe Carlos never took his eye off the ball.
So runner on second base, 2 outs now in the bottom of the
I ain't gonna lie, I blame Santana for that one.
third, and here's Bobby Witt Jr., who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Witt rolls it towards shortstop. Rocchio makes a sliding backhand stop. Throw to first is not in time. Witt uses his speed and beats it out. An infield hit for Bobby Witt Jr., his first hit of 2025. And now Vinny Pasquantino steps to the plate in his favorite situation with a runner in scoring position. Runners on first and third, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Scoreless game, but for how much longer? Pasquantino hits it high in the air, deep to right field. Noel's back, onto the track, at the fence. It's out of here! Vinny Pasquantino hits a 3-run homer for the Royals' first runs of 2020.
Is every team I wanted to win today gonna lose? Like, what is going on?
25. A powder blue
What a
ball
guy, his
into
last
the
name is
Royals bullpen,
Pasquantino.
and it's 3-0 in the bottom of the third.
Like, how do you even say
3-0 Royals in the bottom of the third inning. And what a swing for Vinny Pasquantino, somebody who others wondered if he would even play today. That was never a question. Cole Reagans faces Kyle Manzardo now with 1 out in the top of the fourth.
Swung on, line drive down the right field line, hooking. Fair ball into the corner it goes. Couple of hops up against the fence. Manzardo's on his way to second. He's going to try for 3, and he'll be in with a stand-up triple.
Let's go.
The Guardians with a 1-out triple from Manzardo, who's not known for his speed, but that's the ballpark right there. Kauffman Stadium yields itself to big-time extra base hits. Well, that's Manzardo's first career triple. He stands at third. The Guardians trying to get on the board, trailing 3-0 in the fourth. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to right, shallow, near the line, into foul ground. Making the catch is Renfroe. Tagging, heading for home is Manzardo. He slides, and he's safe just ahead of the throw. And then the tag by Perez. And the Guardians have their first run of the season on the board on the sac fly by John Kenzie Noel. And it's a promising start to this 5th inning for the Guardians, who trail 3-1, but their first 2 hitters have reached. Reagans is one of those pitchers where you don't get many opportunities. They have one now. Top of the lineup, Stephen Kwan steps in. 1 for 2, reached on an infield single to open the season. Bunts third base. Good bunt picked up by India, who fires to first in time for the out. And Kwan moves the base runners on the sac bunt. Ramirez will bat from that right side, and Reagans goes to work. Swung on, and there's a high fly ball to right. Not all that deep. Settling under it, Renfroe. He makes the catch. Tagging, heading for home is Arias, and he'll score standing up. And advancing to third is Rocchio, as the Guardians pull to within a run on the RBI sac fly for Jose Ramirez, his first run batted in of the season.
And that's the last batter that Cole Reagans will face, as Carlos Santana, with his first hit back in a Cleveland uniform, the 5th hit for the Guardians.
And it's Angel Serpa on the pitch now.
He faces Kyle Manzardo, a left-handed hitter.
Swung on, and Kyle Manzardo with a deep drive, deep right center. This ball's got a chance. It is gone! Kyle Manzardo into the fountains in right center.
Into the fountain.
Left on left, and Manzardo has given Cleveland its first lead of the campaign at 4-3. Kyle Manzardo blasted one 424 feet to the fountains in right center, and the Guardians have the lead at 4-3. And here's John Kenzie Noel. Noel grounds one wide of third, diving stop by India, picks the ball up, throw to first, not in time. Infield hit unless the Royals challenge it. And the Guardians, who have a 4-3 lead after trailing 3-0, have a runner at first and nobody out here in the 6th inning for Bo Naylor. Naylor grounds one in the hole by the diving Massey into right, a base hit. Noel stops at second. Well, a seeing eye single pulled through the hole on the right side by Bo Naylor. And the Guardians with 4 straight hits here in the 6th inning. And Gabriel Arias to the plate.
Fastball roll towards shortstop. Witt scoops it up. Over to second for one. Massey's reeling at first. In time for a double play.
You got the lead.
Boy, did Angel Serpa, and the Royals need that. Fastball bounced softly towards shortstop. Witt charges. Gloves. Slings on the run to first. In time for the out. Rocchio's retired, and that ends the inning.
But Kyle Manzardo has given Cleveland a 4-3 lead. Hunter Gaddis was trying to pop off the mound, glove it, and throw to third. The problem was he didn't have the ball secured in trying to go to third, and then it dropped out of his glove, and everybody is safe.
We got this, right?
By Isbell.
We're gonna get
Runners now at the corners with nobody out. Swings and grounds one to third. Coming home with it is Ramirez. Hung up between home and third is Blanco. Naylor runs him back to third. Tagged out by Ramirez. Now they got a potential rundown between second and third. In a rundown now is Isbell in no man's land. 2 Royals at second, and a double play as the tag is made on Isbell. Oh my goodness, the Royals just ran themselves out of the inning.
Good heads-up throw by Jose
India
Ramirez.
ends up at second, but now 2 down for Bobby Witt Jr.
Can he do it again is my question.
On a slider. What a job
I know this
by
is just opening
Gaddis
day, but can
and
he do
this
it again?
Cleveland alert infield defense. Oh, this is the way you would diagram it, wouldn't it be? Hey, man.
Game over. Game over.
There's
no question about it.
It down here in
Dominican Republic on the
But now
mound.
Vinny Pasquantino, whose 3-run home run way back in the 3rd inning put the Royals in front. And he hits it toward the right field corner. It is a fair ball around first and on his way to second base.
Come on, Class A.
And
Don't
he's
do
in
me like
there,
this.
And again, the Royals have the tying run in scoring position. Now the Royals will use a pinch runner. Vermeen's going to run.
Don't do me
So now
like this.
Salvi, who's had a tough game, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Lined up the middle. That's a hit. Around third and hitting the brakes is Vermeen. And now, same situation as 8th inning. First and third. You got the tying run third. You got the winning run now here in the 9th inning at first. And he swings and drives it into right field. Deep. And Noel to the track to make the catch. The runner at third is going to score. The game is tied. Michael Massey did not miss a game-winning home run by too much, folks.
The ghost runner at second base to start this 10th inning.
Extra
That's Brian
innings.
Rocchio.
Come on,
Top of the
Stephen
order,
Kwan.
Stephen Kwan. Kwan with a line shot toward the gap in right center. On the run and missing it is Renfroe. It gets by him. Rolls to the warning track. Into scores Rocchio, and Kwan with a double. An odd route to that ball in right center by Hunter Renfroe. And the Guardians have a 5-4 lead here in the 10th. This will be an intentional walk now to Carlos Santana, and it sets up a left-on-left matchup. But every time Kyle Manzardo's faced a left-hander today, he's come through. Kyle Manzardo with men at first and third, 2 down, 10th inning. Cleveland on top,
do it again.
5-4. Manzardo rips it down the right field line. That's a base hit into the corner.
We don't even got to finish
Kwan will
watching
score.
this
Santana to
highlight.
third. He's being waved home. He is going
That's
to
it.
score
This is
without
game
a
over.
throw.
This has to be game
and
over right
another huge hit off a
There's no way
left-hander
they
by
scored 3
Kyle Manzardo. A 2-out, 2-run
I
double
wanna think so.
into the right field corner to make it a 3-run 10th. And Cleveland
Welcome
with a
home,
7-4 lead. Manzardo with a triple, a homer, a double. all off left-handed pitching, and 4
Santana was
runs
hustling
batted in.
home.
2 down, Bobby Witt Jr., the Royals' last hope. Swung on, sliced to the gap in right center. On the run is Noel fighting the sun. Makes the catch. Ball game. It wasn't easy, but is anything ever easy with the Guardians?
We got that. Now let's go and see how the box score was looking for this game. Okay, so we got Carlos Correa. I forgot about him. Pause. I'm on the Twins. It's the Indians. Where they at, bro? Right here. So we got Jose Ramirez, no hits. Not happy to see that. Carlos Santana got a hit. Yokensi Noel, he got a hit. Steven Kwan got 2 hits. Who else? That's about it for that side. Jonathan India, 5 no hits. Damn. Bobby Witt Jr., 1 hit. I want to see if he could do it again. He got to prove me something. Salvador Perez, 1 hit. That's about it. We don't really care about nobody else.
Once again, they.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.